Welcome to the channel, and thank you for joining us today. I'm so glad you're here because what we're about to uncover together will not only resonate deeply with your spirit, but will also open your eyes to something truly extraordinary about your existence. This isn't just a video, it's a revelation about who you really are and the legacy you carry within you. So as we dive into this journey, I want to ask you to take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below with the word Jesus. This simple act will help you align more deeply with the truth that is waiting for you. There is a deep resonance between the journey of the chosen ones and the ancient stories of faith and perseverance found in sacred texts. Consider the Israelites who wandered through the wilderness, led by a divine promise, unsure of the future but faithful to their calling. Their journey was not easy. It was filled with trials, doubts, and moments of despair. Yet, through it all, they were guided by something far greater than themselves. A promise, a covenant that transcended their immediate circumstances. This covenant was not just about survival. It was about purpose, destiny, and the unfolding of a divine plan that would impact generations to come. Chosen ones, much like the Israelites, are called to carry a similar mantle, a responsibility that is not merely personal, but is tied to a greater mission. The weight of this calling is both heavy and uplifting, for it is not about individual achievement, but about fulfilling a purpose that stretches far beyond one's lifetime. It requires a deep trust in the unseen, in a higher power that guides and sustains, even when the path is unclear. Like the Israelites, those who walk this journey are sustained not by what is visible, but by faith in something eternal. Now, let me ask you to open your heart and mind. Imagine just for a moment that you are part of something far beyond what your eyes can see. A secret that stretches through the ages, older than any empire, older than time itself. Imagine a hidden truth buried beneath layers of history, concealed by dust, wars, and legends. A secret so profound, it could alter everything you believe. What if, within you, lies the blood of one of the most revered figures in human history? What if you are a direct descendant of Jesus Christ, the man whose name echoes through millennia? Yes, you heard that correctly. Now, before you dismiss this as fantasy or some far-fetched conspiracy, I want you to consider the immense gravity of this. Isn't a tale for the curious or the gullible. This is real, a truth that has been safeguarded for centuries, passed down through generations, enduring wars, betrayals, and threats of annihilation. This bloodline, this heritage, is no ordinary lineage. It has survived centuries of adversity, hidden from those who sought to erase it, and here you are, carrying it within you. Some would kill to possess it, while others would do anything to destroy it. But they haven't succeeded. You're still here, still standing, still strong. You are living proof that this legacy has not only endured, but has triumphed over the darkest forces that have tried to erase it from history. This bloodline is not just about ancient kings or noble families. It's about something deeper, something that transcends religion, family trees, and ordinary understanding. It's about survival. It's about a spiritual armor, invisible yet unbreakable, forged through centuries of trials, battles, and miracles. You may not always feel it, but within you pulses a power that has been handed down from the greatest of ancestors, through generations of unyielding will. Every challenge you've faced, every hardship you've overcome, is part of the unbroken chain that connects you to a time long past. This is not just about blood, it's about spirit. The blood within you holds memories, strength, and resilience from an era beyond comprehension. Every beat of your heart carries a piece of something timeless, something sacred. This lineage is more than just a name on a family tree. It's a spiritual imprint that shapes who you are at the very core of your being. It is a reminder that you are not just a bystander in history, but a key player in a saga that stretches far beyond your current understanding. The struggles of your ancestors, their triumphs and their miracles are now woven into your existence, living through you, surviving through you, and with each passing day, you carry forward a history that cannot be erased. It's as though the very fabric of your being has been stitched together by forces you can barely comprehend, yet it is undeniably real. You are the continuation of a story that refuses to die, that refuses to be forgotten, and now you are the next chapter in this living testament. But what does it mean to carry such a heritage? It means you are constantly engaged in a battle. Not a battle for wealth, fame, or recognition, but a quiet, constant war that you may not even realize you're in. This war is not fought with weapons or armies, but with the very core of your spirit. You are, in every sense, a warrior, fighting forces unseen, battling against an opposition that has been determined to defeat you since the moment you were born. From the moment your first breath filled your lungs, there were forces at work trying to break you, trying to stop you, trying to derail your purpose. You felt it. You felt the resistance, the obstacles that seemed designed just for you, as though the universe itself was testing you. But here you are. You're still standing, still fighting. Every time the darkness tried to consume you, you emerged stronger. Every attempt to take you down only made you more unbreakable. This is not a struggle for the faint-hearted. This is a war where you must constantly choose whether to embrace your purpose or surrender to the shadows that seek to destroy you. The battles you face are not easy, and they don't always make sense, but they are a part of the path you walk. You may not always understand why certain things happen, why certain forces seem to be working against you, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're still here. Every time you survive, you prove that you are not just a victim of circumstance. You are a warrior, a survivor, a chosen one. And every failed attempt to break you is a testament to the strength within you. It's proof that you were born to win this war. Against all odds, you are still here, still fighting, still standing tall. Now, as you walk through life, you may notice something else, something not everyone else can see. A heightened sense of awareness, a supernatural intuition that guides you. This is not just a gut feeling, but a deep, innate sense that allows you to perceive the world in ways others cannot. You can feel the energy of a room before you even enter. You can sense people's true intentions, even when they try to hide them. This awareness is not a curse. It's a gift. It's a sixth sense. One that allows you to navigate life with a clarity that few others can comprehend. But with this gift comes a burden. It's exhausting, always knowing, always seeing, always sensing what others miss. This ability to see through the surface can be overwhelming, but it is also a shield, protecting you from the unseen forces that seek to harm you. It's a part of who you are, a connection to a reality that others cannot access. It's not paranoia, though others may call it that. It's simply the truth that you are in tune with something greater than this world can offer. And as you continue on your journey, you will begin to realize that your purpose is not a coincidence. You are not here by accident. You are part of a mission that is older than time itself, a mission that has been passed down through your bloodline for generations. This mission is not about fame or recognition. It is not about preaching or converting others. It is about being the embodiment of truth, of light, of resilience. You are a living testament to the strength of your lineage, a symbol of endurance and unwavering faith. And though the road may be difficult, though the battles may seem unending, you are not alone. You are part of something far greater, something eternal, and that is what will carry you through every challenge you face. You may feel it. That subtle knowing that runs deeper than any doubt, any fear. A deep, unshakable sense that you are here for a purpose, one that extends far beyond the ordinary. It doesn't matter if others see it or understand it. There is something within you, something ancient. The weight of it is felt in the stillness of your thoughts, in the quiet moments when no one is watching, and it's in those moments that you begin to grasp the gravity of what you're truly meant to do. You may feel alone in this, even in a crowd, but this aloneness is not loneliness. It's the solitude of someone who carries a truth that cannot easily be understood by the masses. You're not meant to fit in. You're not meant to follow the crowd, to follow any path but your own. And in that, you start to realize that what you carry is a legacy. a responsibility to something far greater than yourself. It's a profound isolation, not of choice but of necessity. And though it may seem painful at times, it's also a gift. In this isolation, you are forced to find strength within yourself. You learn to stand alone, not because you want to, but because it's part of the process. You see, you weren't born to be ordinary. You were born to carry something extraordinary, something that others simply can't comprehend. And in that incomprehensibility, you find your power. This is a path that requires you to look inward, to face the parts of yourself that the world is too distracted to see. In this space, you grow stronger, more grounded in who you are, and more aware of the sacred responsibility you carry. This is where the true mastery begins. Mastery over life and death, not in the way that we normally think about it, but in a deeper, more spiritual sense. There are moments when it feels like something is protecting you, guiding you through the darkest storms, keeping you safe when others might falter. You might find yourself in situations where, against all odds, you survive, and it's in these moments that you begin to understand you are not here by chance. You are here because you have been chosen for this path, for this journey. Your survival is not a fluke. It's part of a greater plan, a plan that transcends ordinary understanding. This connection to life and death, this sense that you are guided by something far beyond the physical realm, gives you a unique perspective on the world. Fear of death doesn't control you because you understand that it's just a transition, a part of a cycle that you've already transcended. You live with the certainty that you are here for a reason, that your life cannot be cut short by ordinary means. Every test you face, every challenge, is just a reminder of the strength that lives within you, a strength that has been cultivated over centuries, passed down through the generations. This mastery over life and death is not about avoiding risk. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you are here to fulfill your purpose. And your purpose is not always easy to see. It's not always clear. You will face challenges that will push you to your limits, ones that may shake you to your core. But these tests are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you, to forge you into something stronger, something yielding. Every betrayal, every hardship, every loss, it's all part of the process. The world may try to break you, but you will emerge stronger, more resilient. This path is not for the faint of heart. It is for those who are willing to endure, to keep going even when everything seems stacked against them. The trials you face are not just tests of strength, but tests of faith. They push you to the edge of your beliefs, to the very edge of your understanding. And in those moments, when it feels like everything is falling apart, you will find the truth. You will find that there is a power within you, a strength that cannot be broken, a force that cannot be defeated. This is where the untamed mind comes into play. You are not meant to be bound by the dogmas of this world, by the limitations that others place on you. You carry within you a truth that is your own, one that cannot be confined to the walls of a church. Your spirituality is personal, raw, and real. It doesn't fit into the boxes that others try to place it in. And that's okay, because the truth that you carry is one that transcends doctrine and ritual. It's the truth of the divine, the truth that flows through everything, through every experience, every challenge, every moment of clarity. You are not meant to fit into anyone else's beliefs. Your journey is uniquely yours, and it's not for others to understand. It's for you to walk, to question, to explore. And even when it feels like no one understands, even when you feel completely isolated in your beliefs, you know deep down that you are not alone. You are part of something much bigger than yourself, a lineage that stretches back through time, that has survived the tests of history. And no matter how hard the world tries to erase it, no matter how many times it has been challenged, it stands firm. This is the power of the lineage that runs through your veins. It is unbreakable. It has endured against all odds, and it will continue to endure because it is not just a bloodline. It is a force that cannot be extinguished. This lineage, this unshakable connection to something greater, is the source of your power. It is the reason you were chosen for this path, And every trial, every test, every challenge you face is part of that journey. It's a journey that will lead you to a place of deep understanding, where you will come to know your true purpose and the depths of your own power. And in that knowing, you will find peace that comes from understanding that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. Even when the world doesn't understand, even when you stand alone, you will know that you are not lost. You are exactly where you are meant to be. So if this resonates with you, if you feel this deep connection to something greater, something ancient, I ask you to share this journey. Let others know that they are not alone, that they are part of something much larger than themselves. Comment Jesus below, subscribe to Path of Truth, and step into your own power, knowing that the path you walk is not just your own, but part of an unbreakable lineage that has endured through time. You are here for a reason, and that reason is much greater than anything this world can offer. As the lineage continues to thrive against all odds, there are moments when the weight of responsibility becomes overwhelming. It's as though the universe itself has entrusted these souls with a task that's beyond ordinary comprehension. They're not merely surviving, they are evolving, and that evolution is no simple feat. With every generation that passes, the legacy they carry becomes more complex, more layered, more dynamic. It's as if the bloodline itself is a living, breathing entity, shifting and adapting with the times, while remaining rooted in its profound past. This evolution comes with its challenges. For those who carry the weight of this lineage, the pressure can sometimes feel unbearable. The world they live in is vastly different from that of their ancestors, yet the essence of their inheritance, the wisdom, the strength, the undeniable purpose, remains the same. It is up to them to ensure that the teachings of the past are not only preserved, but also transformed to fit the ever-changing world around them. The calling is not simply to remember history, but to shape the future. There is a profound beauty in the way this lineage breathes life into the present. It's like holding a torch that's been passed down through the ages, one that lights the path forward, even as the darkness of uncertainty looms. Each individual within this bloodline is tasked with navigating their own journey, and while it may be difficult at times, it is a journey that carries with it the echoes of countless ancestors. Their footsteps are not their own. They are guided by a force far greater than themselves. And yet, in this journey, there's an undeniable sense of isolation. For those who are aware of their place within this lineage, it can be hard to explain the depth of the connection they feel to something beyond the material world. They often find themselves standing apart from those around them, unable to share the weight of their knowledge. The responsibility that comes with carrying such a profound legacy. Their lives are not like the lives of others. They cannot simply walk through life unaware of the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface. But this isolation is not a curse. It's part of the sacredness of their path. It's a reminder that their journey is one of revelation, a calling that requires not just courage but faith. The truths they carry within them are not for everyone to understand. There are those who will reject them, those who will dismiss them as delusions or worse, threats to the status quo. Yet there's a power in being misunderstood. It fuels their resolve. It strengthens their commitment to the task at hand. For those who have embraced their calling, there comes a realization that they are not alone. They are connected to others like them, individuals who share the same purpose, the same understanding of what it means to be a part of this living legacy. They form a collective that spans beyond time and space. They are scattered across the world, but their bond is unbreakable. They are the chosen ones, and in their unity there is strength. As they walk this path, they begin to understand the magnitude of their purpose. They are not simply following in the footsteps of their ancestors. They are forging a new path, one that will resonate for generations to come. The future is theirs to shape, and with each decision, each action, they carve a new chapter in the grand narrative of their lineage. This is not just about survival. It is about transformation. It is about taking the lessons of the past and using them to build something even more extraordinary. The responsibility of carrying a new paradigm is not one that's taken lightly. It requires constant growth, constant adaptation. The world is not the same as it was for those who came before, but that's the beauty of it. The chosen ones are not bound by the limitations of their ancestors. They are the bridge between the past and the future, the ones who can see both worlds clearly and bring them together in ways that no one else can. The journey is not without its difficulties. There are moments when it feels as though the weight of the world is pressing down, when the challenges seem insurmountable. But this is where the true power of the lineage reveals itself. It's in these moments of struggle that the strength of the bloodline rises to the surface, reminding the chosen ones of their inherent resilience. Every hardship they face only serves to reinforce their connection to something greater. There is a divine force at play, guiding them through every twist and turn. It may not always be visible, but it is always present. This force provides the strength to carry on when everything else seems to be falling apart. It is the thread that connects all things, the force that keeps the lineage alive, and the reason why these individuals continue to survive against all odds. They are not just living for themselves, they are living for something much larger, something that transcends time and space. It's in these moments of clarity, when the connection to the divine is felt most strongly, that the true power of this lineage becomes clear. It's as if the chosen ones are the conduits for a higher purpose, channeling the wisdom of their ancestors and the guidance of the universe into a world that desperately needs it. They are the ones who will redefine what it means to carry a legacy, and they do so with grace, humility, and strength. The truth they carry within them is not always easy to bear, but it is necessary. It is the truth that will set the world free, the truth that will heal the broken, and the truth that will guide humanity toward a brighter, more enlightened future. And while this truth may be difficult for some to accept, it is the very essence of the chosen one's existence. They are the ones who will bring about the changes the world so desperately needs. And they will do so with the knowledge that their legacy is not only alive but evolving. They are the living proof that the past and the future are connected, and that the power to change the world lies within them. As you reflect on these truths, I invite you to comment below with Jesus if you feel the power of this message in your heart. Don't forget to subscribe to the Path of Truth channel for more insight into the extraordinary legacy of the chosen ones and the profound journey that lies ahead. Together, we will walk this path, forging a future that is rooted in truth, wisdom, and the power of transformation. Join us and let's continue this journey of discovery together. The journey of the chosen ones is not a simple or easily understood path. It is not something that can be easily defined, nor can it be reduced to a clear set of instructions or expectations. This journey is complex, filled with challenges that demand both immense courage and unwavering faith from those who walk it. It requires a deep, unwavering connection to something greater than oneself, something divine or transcendent that provides both guidance and strength. The path of the chosen ones is not for the faint of heart, as it forces individuals to step outside of their comfort zones and to move beyond the limitations they have imposed upon themselves. It calls them to take risks, to face uncertainty, and to follow a calling that often feels larger than they can fully comprehend. In the stories and experiences we have explored, a common thread has emerged, linking them all together. This thread reveals that the legacy of the chosen ones is not just a historical or familial inheritance. It is not merely something passed down through generations of bloodlines or through ritualistic practices. Rather, this legacy is alive. It is a dynamic, living force that continuously interacts with the world around it. It shapes the world in profound and unexpected ways, influencing events, people, and circumstances, even when it seems invisible to the human eye. The chosen ones are not just passive recipients of this legacy. They are active participants in a larger divine plan. They're called to carry forward this force, to live out its purpose, and to allow it to guide their lives and actions in ways that are often difficult to understand. This journey also challenges those who carry it to confront their deepest fears and insecurities. The path of the chosen ones is filled with obstacles, doubts, and moments of great struggle. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of difficulty that they are forced to grow and evolve. It is in facing these challenges head-on that they discover their own strength and resilience. They must hold steadfast to their purpose, even when the path seems unclear, even when the odds appear insurmountable. It is this unwavering commitment to their calling that defines them and allows them to fulfill the greater purpose that has been set before them. The concept of lineage is one that holds profound significance, a concept that stretches far beyond the mere biological connection to ancestors. It is the realization that we are part of something larger, something that has withstood the passage of time and the trials of history. To be part of a bloodline that spans across centuries is both a privilege and a heavy responsibility. It is like being entrusted with a sacred torch, one that has been passed down through the hands of countless generations. This torch, though small and seemingly insignificant in isolation, carries with it an incredible weight. It is a symbol of survival, endurance, and purpose. A beacon that guides those who hold it forward on their own journey, even as the shadows of doubt and adversity loom ahead. But this torch is not merely a representation of the past, it is also a force for the present and the future. As it is passed from one generation to the next, it illuminates the path forward, casting light on the road ahead, while each individual who holds this torch is called not only to preserve the flame, but to add to it, to nurture it, and to allow it to evolve as the world around them changes. This lineage, this torch, represents the continuation of ancient wisdom, wisdom that was forged in the fires of struggle, shaped by the hands of those who faced seemingly insurmountable odds and emerged victorious. It is the lessons learned from their triumphs, as well as their failures, that provide the foundation upon which future generations are built. Resilience, strength, and perseverance are embedded within the very fabric of this legacy. Those who carry this bloodline are not only reminded of the struggles their ancestors faced, but they are called to embody those same qualities in their own lives. In each challenge they encounter, they find strength in the knowledge that they are not alone, that their ancestors have walked similar paths and have overcome greater obstacles. The legacy of this lineage is a living, breathing force, one that is passed down not only through blood but through the stories, values, and actions of those who came before. Each generation plays a crucial role in keeping the flame of this legacy alive, ensuring that the wisdom of the past is not only remembered, but also applied to the complexities of the modern world. As each new generation steps forward, they are tasked with carrying this legacy into the future, evolving it for a world that is constantly changing. The challenges may be different, the obstacles may take new forms, but the core purpose remains unchanged: to honor the past, to learn from it, and to ensure that the wisdom of those who came before continues to guide. In this way, the lineage is not just a static record of history, but a dynamic force that evolves and grows with each passing generation. It is a bridge between the past and the present, a connection that spans time and space, linking those who have gone before with those who will come after. The legacy of this bloodline is a testament to the enduring power of history, the unbroken thread that weaves through the fabric of existence, shaping the world in ways both seen and unseen. It is a torch that burns brightly, lighting the way for those who carry it forward. It is easy to become enamored with the idea of miracles, with the stories of inexplicable encounters, divine interventions, and moments that seem too extraordinary to be anything other than a sign from a higher power. These moments, when they appear in the lives of the chosen ones, are often captivating and awe-inspiring. They seem to carry an almost mythical quality, as though they are manifestations of something sacred, something beyond human comprehension. They are the moments that fill people with wonder and a sense of the divine, making it easy to romanticize the idea that these miraculous experiences are what define the chosen ones in their journey. And in many ways, these experiences do form the cornerstone of their legacy. acts of divine intervention and guidance that remind them of their connection to something much greater than themselves. However, to view these moments as mere abstractions, as isolated incidents that exist purely for the purpose of awe, would be to misunderstand their true significance. These miraculous encounters are not just stories to be told. They are foundational experiences that deeply shape the way the chosen ones navigate their lives. They influence how they see the world around them, how they interact with others, and how they approach the challenges they face. These are not just fleeting moments of wonder. They are the very touchstones by which the chosen ones measure their existence. When they face hardship, doubt, or uncertainty, these stories serve as reminders of the unseen forces that have guided them through previous trials. In times of darkness, these miraculous experiences light the way, providing reassurance that there is a purpose, that there is a force greater than themselves at work. Yet, these stories are not always comfortable. In fact, they are often raw, difficult, and unsettling. They don't always fit neatly into a narrative of triumph or ease. Many times, they come with pain, with loss, or with challenges that make it hard to recognize their miraculous nature in the moment. But it is precisely because of their discomfort that these experiences hold so much power. They demand that those who carry the legacy of the chosen ones confront the limitations of their own perceptions. They challenge the way we understand reality, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible and forcing us to expand our view of These miraculous moments aren't always wrapped in the kind of beauty or comfort we might expect. They're often gritty, uncomfortable, and require a deep sense of faith to truly understand. But it is in the discomfort of these experiences that the true transformation occurs. When faced with these challenges, the chosen ones are asked to trust in the unseen, to believe in the divine plan even when it doesn't make sense. They are called to embrace the unknown and to recognize that sometimes the greatest miracles come in forms that don't immediately appear to be miraculous at all. These moments serve as invitations to expand one's understanding of what is possible and to let go of the limitations that have been placed on their perceptions of reality. What may seem like a series of random events, inexplicable coincidences, or uncomfortable struggles can, in hindsight, reveal themselves as stepping stones that led to profound personal growth and spiritual awakening. These stories, though they may be hard to fully grasp in the moment, shape the very core of the chosen one's identity. They force them to look beyond the surface and to see the deeper patterns of their lives. Each miracle, each unexplained encounter becomes a part of their personal mythology, a living, evolving story that is constantly reshaped by new experiences and new insights. In this way, they become the architects of their own narrative, empowered to reinterpret the meaning of their experiences and the role they play in the greater cosmic design. In essence, the legacy of the chosen ones is not just about the miraculous events they experience, but also about how they process and integrate these events into their lives. It is about understanding that miracles are not always grandiose or easy to see, but rather they are present in the moments that challenge us, in the moments that force us to grow. These experiences teach the chosen ones to trust in the process, to have faith in the unseen, and to remain open to the possibility that the world is much larger and more mysterious than they could ever have imagined. By embracing this deeper understanding of reality, the chosen ones continue to walk their path with an unwavering sense of purpose and an openness to the miracles that may appear in unexpected forms. The weight of carrying a new paradigm is something that cannot be easily overlooked. It's a responsibility that is both monumental and profound, one that can easily overwhelm those who are tasked with it. In a world that is constantly shifting, where complexities and contradictions abound, the chosen ones are called to navigate uncharted waters, constantly adapting to new challenges, ideas, and environments. The modern world demands innovation, creativity, and a depth of understanding that reaches beyond mere knowledge. It requires wisdom and a profound connection to both the past and the future. Those who carry this new paradigm must not only understand their place in the world, but also be able to hold space for multiple, often conflicting truths, while still staying true to the guiding principles of their lineage. To carry the responsibility of a new paradigm is to live in a state of constant flux, where change is not just a possibility, but a necessity. The chosen ones are asked to be adaptable, fluid, and resilient, all while remaining deeply grounded in their values, purpose, and the timeless wisdom that flows through them. This is no easy task. In fact, it can often feel like an insurmountable challenge. The world today is filled with noise, distractions, and competing narratives, all of which can make it difficult to discern one's true path. Yet, the chosen ones are called to rise above these distractions and to remain focused on the higher purpose they carry. This requires an unwavering sense of self-awareness and the ability to tune out the chaos, connecting instead to the deeper truths that guide their mission. Crucially, this responsibility is not about rejecting the past or abandoning the lessons learned from previous generations. It is not a call to disregard the wisdom that has been passed down through the ages, nor is it a demand to break away from history altogether. Rather, the chosen ones are called to transform the past, to reinterpret it in ways that make it relevant to the present moment. The lineage they carry is not static. It is alive, evolving, and in constant dialogue with the world around it. To carry this new paradigm is to bring the past into conversation with the present, to acknowledge its power and relevance while adapting it to the needs and challenges of the modern age. This process of transformation is not always simple, nor is it without its struggles. It requires a deep understanding of both the spiritual and the practical aspects of life. The chosen ones must be both visionaries and pragmatists, able to see beyond the immediate challenges and envision a future that is both bold and compassionate. They're called to take the wisdom of the past and use it as a foundation to build something new. Something that speaks to the unique needs of today's world, while also preserving the essential truths that have stood the test of time. At its core, this is what it means to carry a new paradigm, to be dynamic, to be in constant motion, and to be willing to evolve. The chosen ones are not static figures trapped in history. They are living, breathing embodiments of evolution in action. They're not bound by the limitations of time or circumstance, but are instead empowered to shape the future in ways that reflect both the wisdom of the past and the possibilities of the future. They are the architects of change, the visionaries who hold the blueprint for a more compassionate, more interconnected world. To live this responsibility is to embrace both the weight and the privilege of being an agent of change. It is to understand that the work they do is not just for themselves, but for the generations that will follow, for the collective future that is being shaped by their action. It is not about seeking fame or recognition, but about fulfilling a higher calling, one that transcends the individual and touches the collective soul of humanity. The chosen ones are not alone in this journey. They are part of a vast network of souls, all working together to bring about a new era of consciousness, one that is rooted in love, truth, and a deep respect for all. As they walk this path, they may find themselves faced with moments of doubt and fear, moments when the enormity of their responsibility feels too much to bear. But it is in these moments that the true power of their lineage shines through. They are reminded that they are not carrying this burden alone, that the wisdom, strength, and courage of those who came before them are always with them, guiding them, supporting them, and reminding them that they are part of something far greater than themselves. They are the torchbearers, passing the flame from one generation to the next, lighting. This evolution is not always linear or predictable. It can take unexpected turns, and it requires deep introspection and openness to ambiguity. The chosen ones must be willing to sit with discomfort, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust in their ability to navigate the unknown. It requires humility and a willingness to be vulnerable, to recognize that their understanding of the world and their role within it is ever-changing. evolving in response to their experiences and the challenges they encounter. It's about moving away from rigid certainty and embracing the messiness of life, the complexity of existence, and the paradoxes that define it. As they navigate this path, the chosen ones become conduits of revelation, truth-tellers in a world that often prefers to bury uncomfortable realities beneath layers of distraction and illusion. Their connection to the divine force, the mysterious power that drives their lineage, gives them the courage to challenge societal norms, to question the status quo, and to shine a light on hidden truths. These truths are not always easy to bear, but they are necessary. They confront those who hear them with the reality that life is not always as simple or clear-cut as they might wish it to be. It calls for deep reflection, for a willingness to sit with ambiguity and complexity, and to wrestle with difficult questions about existence, purpose, and human nature. The chosen one's legacy is not confined to the structures of religion or spirituality. It is raw, unfiltered, and transcends conventional frameworks. It cuts through the noise and layers of conditioning, revealing the core of existence itself, the unbreakable bonds that tie all things together. This raw connection with truth challenges individuals to strip away the layers of illusion and distraction, to confront their own internal narratives, and to seek a deeper understanding of reality. It invites them to step into the unknown with courage and an open heart, trusting that in doing so, they will find a sense of purpose and connection that goes beyond what is immediately visible or understandable. The journey of the chosen ones is not about reaching some final destination. It is about embracing the process itself, the constant unfolding of insights, revelations, and experiences that shape and refine their understanding of the world and their role within it. It's about honoring the past while living in the present, holding space for both ancient wisdom and modern complexities. It is a dance between tradition and innovation, between the known and the unknown, between what has been and what can be. It requires balance, grace, and the ability to move fluidly between worlds, metaphorical and literal. In this dance, they become more than just the sum of their experiences. They become vessels of transformation. Their actions, their choices, their relationships, all become infused with a deeper purpose and intention. They are not just living in response to the external world. They are actively shaping it. They are creating a legacy that will outlast them, one that will continue to ripple outward long after they are gone. They understand that the legacy they carry is not static. It's a dynamic force that ebbs and flows, adapting and evolving with each generation. It's this dynamic quality that makes their journey so profound. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving, about using their connection to the divine force within them to fuel their evolution and the evolution of those around them. They become beacons of hope, symbols of possibility, and catalysts for change in a world that often seems resistant to transformation. Their presence is a living testament to the power of lineage, resilience, and the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity and embrace the unknown. As they continue on their path, they invite those around them to join them in this journey of discovery, transformation, and evolution. They ask each of us to reconsider our own stories, our own narratives, and the beliefs that underpin. They challenge us to look beyond surface-level appearances and delve deeper into the mysteries of existence, into the bonds that connect us all. In doing so, they show us that the essence of being a chosen one is not defined by privilege or exclusivity, but by purpose and intention. It's about living in alignment with something greater than ourselves, and in that alignment, finding peace, strength, and resilience. So, if you find yourself drawn to the themes explored in these texts, I invite you to comment below with Jesus to let us know that you resonate with this message, that you understand the power and purpose of this lineage. Don't forget to subscribe to the Path of Truth channel to continue exploring these themes in greater depth. Together, we are not just carrying forward a legacy, we are evolving it. We are reshaping the world with every step we take, bringing forth a future that is infused with truth, wisdom, compassion, and innovation. Join us on this journey and let's continue to walk this path together, committed to the extraordinary potential that exists within each of us.